Is the Xbox Series S worth it in 2022, or should you just wait and get the Xbox Series X? I'm gonna go ahead and cover that in this video. Welcome back, guys. TechLift here. As you guys know, the Xbox Series S has been out for a while now, and you're probably wondering if it's still gonna be worth it to pick up this year for that $300 price mark, or should you wait and see if you can get a random restock from Costco, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, whatever it is, or maybe you're hoping that Microsoft and the supply chain is back to normal this year and that hopefully the Series X will be on store shelves later in the year. Maybe, maybe not, but I personally think that stock shouldn't play a factor when you're gonna be dropping this much money on a console, on something for yourself. Rather, I think that play style, spec preference, and monitors, TVs that you currently have should be the deciding factor on which one you should get. Let's go ahead and get into the qualities of this console. So right off the bat, picture quality, it is a next gen console, and the Series S particularly is advertised as the 1440p next gen console, whereas the Series X is considered the 4K console. Now, what's the difference? Like I said, picture quality. That's the only serious difference that you're gonna tell, is that 1440p jump from 4K. Are you gonna notice the difference? Not really, unless you pixel peep, and once you're sitting from the normal distance, average distance where you're gonna be sitting, whether that's on a gaming chair, on your couch, in the living room, on your bed, you're not really gonna notice that much of a difference in terms of the picture quality. I personally have been super blown away by the 1440p capabilities. It's so-called 1440p, but it looks so amazing, it looks so crispy, and really to get the 4K benefits of the Series X, you're gonna need a 4K TV. So unless you already have one of those laying around, you're gonna have to spend more money to upgrade, or you're really not gonna be getting the true benefits of the X. Now you're probably thinking, why not just spend the extra $200 for the Series X when you're gonna be getting the 4K gaming, the picture quality of the next gen, and the 1TB storage plus the disk drive? Yeah, well, you are gonna need a 4K TV, so unless you already have one, you're not really gonna be getting the benefits from the 4K. Also, if you collect physical games and you like the disc games, then that might be a big reason to upgrade. Other than that, I personally am not sold on just having the 1TB internal storage. There's so many different alternatives that you can do to save money and still get some bang for your buck. So in my personal opinion, unless you're looking to collect physical games rather than the digitals, you already have a bunch of old games, you don't want to sell them, and you want to continue to buy discs, then honestly I think that should only be the reason why you decide to get the Series X. Otherwise, 1440p picture quality is going to be more than enough, and that's only for gaming. It does do an upscaled 4K for gaming. Again, you can't really tell the difference. 1440p on a 1440p TV or monitor is going to look insane. It's going to look beautiful, and honestly I think you're going to be blown away with just that in itself. You're not going to really notice the difference from the jump up to the 4K. On top of that, movies, TV shows, things like Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, things like that are at 4K. So like I said, if you have a 4K TV monitor, then you are still going to be able to get 4K entertainment, which is going to look awesome. It's going to look amazing. And yeah, the next spec of these next gen consoles is the speed. As you guys know, graphics are going to be looking awesome and games are going to be loading up with a snap of a finger. Now that is a huge perk to these next gen consoles. The Xbox Series X has that speed, and you're probably wondering, this thing is tiny, it's a lot cheaper, does it still have that? Yes, the speed is what blew my mind right off the bat whenever I got this thing. Startup time for the console, the startup time for the games themselves, the quick resume feature. Guys, you literally waste no time gaming. So if you have any downtime in between, let's say college classes or a little break at work, you are gonna have enough time to game because the game is gonna boot up super fast. You're not gonna be waiting to load into a game. You're not gonna be waiting for the console to start up. So it's still gonna be lightning fast, and this little beast does have that, just as capable as the X. Now let's talk availability. The availability of the Series S is unmatched. You can literally find this on the store shelves right now. If you go check Walmart, if you go check Costco, if you go check Target, 8 out of 10 chance you're gonna be able to find it. If not online, you're gonna be able to get it for MSRP and retail, whatever that is in your city, state, and country. California in the United States, as of right now, it's running for maybe $280 at Costco, $300 everywhere else. Now with that being said, the X on the other hand is super hard to find. You're having to sign up for things like Walmart Premium, Walmart Plus for like $100 a year just so you can get an Xbox at retail price, when technically it's going to come out to like $600. Now again, a little bit cheaper than buying resale, which is going to be like $800 to $1,000, but still having to do all that mumbo jumbo just isn't really worth it. Now if you want to get a console today, you can go get the Series S. It's going to be there. You're going to be able to get it no problem, and you probably also find it for resale from people for retail. Yes, people are reselling them for retail, so the fact that you can just go get it and start it up and start gaming today is just a huge plus. Now let's go ahead and talk storage. I know a lot of people decide on whether or not they're gonna get one or the other because of that. I know I used to be like that, but as I've gotten older, I've noticed that I don't really need all that much storage. Literally, I'm playing 3 to 4 core games on the internal. The rest, I have an external hard drive that I store a ton of games, and that's just being realistic with myself. I know that I only rotate maybe 2 to 3 games at a time, but having an external storage without breaking the bank is super clutch. Now, the money you save by doing that is kind of a lot, and honestly, whenever you finish a game off your internal, you can just move it over to your external, move a different game that you want to play onto your internal, and you're good to go. Now, that only takes between 10 to 20 minutes depending on the size of the game and what type of hard drive you have, whether that's a hard disk drive or a solid state drive, SSD. The prices do vary on those. I have a full dedicated video on external hard drives on my channel, so go check that out. But basically, moving games from the external to your internal is going to be a lot less than having to download a game for hours, if not the whole night. Whenever you get excited to play a game, an old school game, and you have it on your hard drive already, you can literally transfer it over and play it within the 20 minutes rather than a whole night, maybe a day or two, depending on your internet connection. So that's just a huge pro, and honestly, I feel like that takes the whole storage problem issue out of the way. Not to mention that as we progress more and more into the future and gaming evolves, there's constantly updates coming out to make games smaller. Yes, they're not getting worse in terms of graphics, you're not losing any content, they're just making these games a lot smaller for storage, and I feel like they know that storage is an issue, and there's really no need for a 150 gigabyte game whenever they can condense it down to like 60 or 90, which developers have done, so just keep that in mind. So with that being said, guys, if the Xbox Series S sounds like it matches your playstyle, specs, and current TV or monitor, and you don't mind moving games from internal to external for those 10 to 15 minutes, and on top of that, you'd like to save $200, then the Xbox Series S is going to be an absolute no-brainer for you, even in 2022. I personally feel like this little beast of a console is winning, and it has been winning throughout this whole next-gen era, and we're going to continue to see it win in 2022. It's going to be 100% still on people's lists during Black Friday, during Christmas, and that's just a little bit under a year away, and I feel like it's still going to be one of the most sold consoles of the year. And a big reason to why I think that is because you're not sacrificing performance or quality by getting this thing. If anything, you're saving money and still getting next-gen benefits, next-gen quality, next-gen speed, next-gen fun for a very affordable and reasonable price, guys. So if you're on the edge of picking up a console, the Series S might just be the console for you in 2022. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more tech gaming content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for following along the journey. And if you guys want more day-to-day tech discussions, follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on there. Tons of gaming, tech, and lifestyle talk over there, and it's more interactive with me, so go follow me over there. As soon as I hit 1,000 followers on Twitter, I'm going to be doing a Xbox Game Pass giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a few codes, so go over there, follow me. As soon as you follow me, screenshot it and keep it for safe measure. As soon as I hit those 1,000, I'm going to be announcing that. And as the channel grows, more giveaways and things like that, just to give back to you guys for, helping me out. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. TechLift out.